back once again. Here we are with another edition of Inside the Headset. I'm on the campus of Rockville High School. It's August 18th. We're in week 1, and I'm with the head coach of the Rockville Rockets, head coach James Counce. How you doing today, coach?
Doing good, doing good.
Well, it's here. I mean, you know, week 1, and now that the school flow and everything's moving around, how is it in you adapting here at Rockville?
Oh, it's great. You know, we got, we're doing things during the day, and we've had to practice this morning early because it's been going, it's hot. So
good move.
But we had a good day and got some work in. And feel like it would have been better doing it that way as opposed to what we could get done in the afternoon because of the heat and all that. But I'm excited to see what these guys can do and how they're going to respond to the getting to play and finally get stop scrimmaging and get an opportunity to get in a real game and just excited for them to kind of see the improvements that we have made.
370,000 people live here in Rutherford County, and it's well known. Kids will move around. You got another new quarterback that wasn't here last year. How's he working out and getting in with the system?
Oh, he's doing great.
Good. He was a winner last year. I mean, he's a playmaker.
Great young man, and the way he handles himself and the things that he brings to the table in the fact of just what kind of guy he is. He's a team guy. He challenges everybody. He leads by example. He does a lot of things. He's a vocal leader, but he also does things in the way his mannerisms and the way he handles the huddle and all that. So, we're excited and very glad that we got Jonathan. So he's doing a great job.
Friday night, you'll be out here, and of course the launch pad will be busy. It'll be great as you entertain Independence. What can the Rockville Rockets fan expect to see? We've seen the Rice era, and we've seen the Guthrie era, and now it's the Counce era. What will the first thing fans will notice that is the Counce era has begun?
Well, I hope that they see that we're a physical football team.
I feel like that already.
We're going to hang our hat on being physical, offensively, defensively. We hope that they'll see that we're playing for each other. We're excited to play for each other. We're going through the things that we've gone through, and there's some excitement there.
Yes.
That the kids feel like that they're getting coached. We're getting better each week. They care about each other, and that's the biggest thing that I hope that they can see. I feel like that they've seen that kind of stuff in the scrimmages that we've had, and I hope that continues. And if it does, we'll keep getting better each week. But we're going to try to be physical. We're going to try to run the football. We're going to try to stop the run on defense. And that's the kind of we got to do things right. Obviously eliminate the mistakes. We don't want to hurt ourselves and that kind of stuff. But we're going to coach them. We're going to coach their tail off, and I think people have seen that already. So.
Well, and the first game, I guess the biggest thing you're going to try to tell the guys, do whatever you do, but let's try not to burn a timeout in that first half. Just lining up it properly. Just teaching them the basics of getting mindset for week 6 and week 7. Let's get some of those things out of the way.
Yeah, it's it goes back to the little things.
Yep.
And the little things add up to a lot to affect the big things. And we've talked about that. Just like listening in the huddle, paying attention to detail, making sure that they communicate at the line of scrimmage. And I think that's a big key of the things that we've gotten better throughout the spring and then throughout the summer with our scrimmages here. So. Just look forward to, you got to do those things to be successful.
Well, and you've traded a little video with Independence, but I'm sure you were vanilla, but still, scrimmages and jamborees, it's according to who you're playing and who's filming and you're trading and all this, and I don't want to show too much, and then you got guys in this county, they're going to show everything, they're going to work their guys, and they're going to get them out there. When you kind of turn on the film, what's some of the things you're going to have to watch for Friday night against Independence? What do they like to do? What do they really want to do?
Well,
even though he got very little to play with.
Well, Scott Blade is going to do a great job, and everybody kind of knows his philosophy. Offense.
Is this first time you ever coached against him?
No, he was at Hillsboro when I was at NBA.
Okay.
We played them, and but they're going to put pressure on you with the speed of how they want to get lined up and play fast offensively. And they got good people on the perimeter that they're going to throw to, put them in space. And, they got a big offensive line that's going to do a great job of doing the pass setting and things, getting rid of the football quick. Defensively, they're not a big group up front, but they move them and do things, and that's part of the scheme that he likes. But we're going to have to play. We're going to have to play a sound game and not hurt ourselves, and do those kind of things to put ourselves in a situation to hopefully win the football game.
Logistically, JV, what is your JV game this week?
Our JV game was supposed to be tonight, because we had to practice early. We rescheduled. We went this morning at 6 o'clock. Then we'll keep them late, bring them in tomorrow morning at 6 o'clock. That's asking a lot of those guys, and Stewart Creek.
I knew that had adjusted.
Stewart Creek agreed to that. We rescheduled it for the 13th of October.
Okay, so that'll be 13th of October, that JV game, and then
at
the freshmen.
6:30
and then the freshmen will go off when?
They're going to play on Thursday night.
Okay.
Still at 6 o'clock. We moved that. We're going to move it to Thursday night. Hopefully the weather will be better.
Is it going to be on Thursday night, or is it always?
No, it's going to be on Monday.
Okay, it's going to be on freshman. It's going to be on Monday, and JV will be on Tuesday.
That's right.
When years ago it was freshman was always on Thursday night. That was the big deal, the Thursday night freshman game. I mean, of course, college football kind of interrupted that, and then varsity, because we don't have enough officials to run Friday night. We had to put some of those games on Thursday. That kind of diminished that, because now you're doing just exactly what you're saying. You end up juggling a schedule because, as we know, weather and everything else, we may end up, the thing about it is you can't, if there's a hurricane or anything coming, you can't just say everybody plays on Thursday instead of Friday. You can't adjust it. So some of them may, but the rest of them will have to play on Friday if we get that opportunity. Injury-wise, we always ask this because, I've seen some teams here in Rutherford County lose guys in jamborees and twist ankles and break arms and fingers. How are you?
We've got a few bumps and bruises.
Any major?
Nobody that we have lost, for the year, other than
that's happened.
We had a guy in the spring that we lost.
But he's going to be able to come back.
Well, no, he had to have ACL surgery.
Okay, so he won't be back till next season. Yeah, he was too
Well,
early.
he's a senior.
Oh,
he's a senior, so, and he was an offensive lineman. We had another kid that got banged up, but he should be back in a week or two.
Okay.
Everybody that we got that's kind of got a bump or a bruise will be back.
Okay, so what you got is what you got from what you started with in August.
Pretty much so, outside of sunny.
Yeah.
So, knock on wood, hopefully we can stay away.
Coaching wise, your staff and everything, how's that been going? You're working with new people.
It's going great. Guys, we started to learn each other and everything's going, I couldn't ask for it to be any better.
Well, kids are moving here at Rockville. That's going to be Friday night right here at the launch pad at 7 o'clock. We kick off. Y'all come on out and come out early. It's a war zone out here, so you're going to have to get out here early and park. A lot of festivities, a lot of tailgating. Mr. Luker and all them will have a great program Friday night, so come on out and join us. And that kickoff's at 7.